I'm a discount. I'm pay receipt to Apatano. Ariano. Aha. It's a million Sanuma winners here. Manu Bakoto and Abakoto friends. But a bottom. It's all and I'm better on two. I don't know.
Nay, dear bad.
I don't know. I said, oh, my say, yeah, I said, yeah, you used to know. It's I didn't a blast here. So what I said, a blast here. Na mo se mutu ya maka ya ti ase mo me yin enwema na mo shin kwofo japade se me yire enwa na me yire be yi Sunday no be yi ni ma gu ha mo enwema yi 200 base enwema ni na ahia afa ba kompo
omo bre mu hearing notice say bi on person mutu mu ana se bibisa
debio keme omo ba me mre o keme ayi ne yeje apatesika na store ye 1248 ye one man omo de ba se ade ekwo 7.3 and was 7.3 there. Is so many Oma. I did 4 point something. Your friends are 48 there. What the uncle 100 and I say uncle 1.5 no problem. More than 7 point something. Any as I say, young presso. Anytime you ever go meeting, be only a coon talker. Anytime you ever go meeting, be only a coon talker. Nay, so my just on person plan to say, or maybe I let you go. And the day was on my boss, so much she done it here. Any gun, any ever see a guy. Said Donald Thomas on my booty, any gun, any ever see idea. Some person yes also there and you better meet as amu or maybe people fanko so some so much in dia or money down so much in dia e go e ya nwunafo near santefo no advance infantefo energy this kind of this year and you be say you know no be eja in be be see say galo it is a sound of my idea galo you be see idea you also be see idea it is almost so much say on be just source we ma na say ni bakon no be say ne dia over 23 one na yire na busu ado mdo mu kwa beka so yenya manenka o yenya manenka se obi abusu asa abe wo busu ati ase yenya manenka da wo obe twaso papa omo ba ma discount
as a time minya call say about getting to 11 p.m. Na minya call say ija to hanti ya rush ba behwe na fire service in some mobile between 11 p.m. and then 4 a.m. there na ija no ha shikese pa but fire for no so eboy ama itimi eboa fight kakra intimi extend anko so but half of the market there ni na ashi adults they mean to me my figure about adults the market na into one or top and the other one or down the ni na ashi obi a fa hwe kura nema ase ne sika ase wa ha na adults ebi ye omo muton nuane bare ne emo ebi nso ya de pamfo dudo na nso se ye nuano mema mo ye mpaboa nso so hanti market in the make sure won say obi a ewo ne baby but oye na ade kakra ye nhede ni area we wa ha apart from down ha na ye mpaboa fo na ankasa no omo mpamade wo omo muton nuaba nso so ni ade sa omo nyina nso so no obi a ni ha otimi fa bibi at say kase so fa won to obi e ku asate nwumre na ne ye na ne ye hwe se ebeti se obi sa but bisi anope ya ye kasa die yenyanya bibia sa se casualty bi aba so far the obi a ho yente se obi afri so assembly number dey na budget so far nadmo for abaha say fire for nso so dom report etini nyina be come together na ye the ama the chief executive then one ne technical class nso so eba behwe no mahu e dey na dwane ye ne sese because ensem bebree wɔ hɔ a ɛne nneɛma bebree wɔ sa assembly no yɛ yɛn system no sɛdeɛ sitie no nneɛma bebree wɔ sɛ ɛtumi sesa ka market no wohwɛ ɛkwan koraa de bewuram ne ade a ɛha adwene ka firefoɔ ba ne nka baabi ɔmo betumi afa koraa akɔdum gya no a munya kwan but we need nya aba going forward ne hu sɛ assembly no bɛyɛ nhyehyɛ foforɔ a ɛbɛma market no ayɛ accessible in case of firefoɔ betumi anya opportunity akɔ fight no
yɛn hwɛ deɛ aka akyi na ahye no mambo bɛyɛ na mode gu akɔm sɛ dɛ bɛyɛ a because I think sɛ bosumi mu gya mmienu na atɔ saa
sure deɛ aka no sɛsei na awie atɔ no ebi hu sɛ ɛbɛyɛ hyɛsode ama obi asɛ ɔno nso so ebe make sure sɛ ɔmma saa nneɛma na di gyaba ne mbɛmbɛn no ɔsɔ ɔhwɛ soro hɔ a ɔmo deɛ ɔmo nhyɛ da nyusu egya ne nneɛma a ɛbɛdi fire bɛba ɛte sɛ ase ha but wiase no ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo nso so ɛde yɛ adesuadeɛ no yɛhwɛ assembly no bɛba na nhyehyɛ bi wɔ hɔ a yɛne ɔmo ayɛ na ade kyerɛ ne nneɛma kakra bi wɔ nso so a ɛtumi aka akyerɛ ɔmo na aboa
bia esiesie kaa sɛ ebi a wohyɛn bi enya ɔhaw bi a woba ha na ɔmo siesie ɛde ama ho nti ɛyɛ adwumayɛfo a ɔmo sua nsano adwuma a ɔmo de siesie kaa ɛna ɔmo yɛ adwuma wɔ ha ɔmo ne frɛ mo fitafoɔ na yante asɛm de ne nyinaa ne sɛ wobɛhwɛ a baabi a megyina yi cars bɛboro 150 cars na kaa ne nyinaa ahyɛ dwere ne nyinaa ne sɛ ɛno a wohwɛ baabi a megyina yi a egya no hyɛ aseɛ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ mensa bonkum no so but the nam so egya no hyɛ aseɛ de nya de a yɛbaeɛ no obia atumi akyerɛ
ɛnna ma na ɛgye yɛn nsɛm a egya no ɛyɛ saa no sɛ nka hofoɔ no mo bɛn yɛ no no ɛwɔ kaa so no nsuo mu a emum ke bi bɛhye kora na nka ɛnyɛ bebrebe sɛ kaa bɛsɛ 150 ase 1 something ahye no ka enuru saa so ho kama for container kora ahye ne bi a nka bɛbɛ bi kakra bi start yɛ na nka bɛhye sama so nipa wasa nkomo so betimi aboa ɔmo amɔ dum gya no fitafoɔ no bi no na ɔmo ba ha sɛ bɛyɛ adwuma na saa 7 to 8 ne bi nkɔɔyɛ so ho nti yɛsrɛ sɛ nneɛma bi kɔ so sɛ ya na akɔyɛ ɔhaw ama yɛ ne a yɛwɔ asase so no ɔho nti yɛsrɛ aban sɛ wɔnya de adwuma na aba hɔ sɛ nipa no mɛtena hɔ na bosom wɔnya katua de ade na wɔhwɛ ho atua ne ka nipa nya adwuma atua ne ka wobɛkɔ hɔ no mutu ɔbɔ life ekotire betire ɛsresre hɔ saa asɛm sina kɔ no ma ɛnyɛ ne nko na start yo baako start saa be 2 months ni yɛkɔ hɔ saa yɛkɔ mu ne hwe wɔ hɔ enti kanya asuadeɛ sɛ afitafoɔ wɔ ase egya betima kɔ so wɔ ase ne wi ase de bibia betima si wɔ nipa blabɔ nti yɛmɛ saa deɛ no ɛmɛ ase sɛ oyɛ obi fie sɛ yɛ obi kura sɛ ase so ne gya tum na sɛ ɛhye kɔ baabi ansɛ sɛ ɛhye kɔ a kɔ betima boa yɛ no wokɔ no ma bibia ni hɔ saa
na obiara ni hɔ a waba nti ne egya ne deɛ ɛhye kyɛ pa because yɛ so yɛ fire service for soldiers for ne hanom a ɔmu ni mfidie ɛni bibia nti sɛ ade sɛ nko mu obi a ka ebia nkegya ne ntimi nyɛ dɛ ntimi nhye sei nti na moment egya no ɛhye no na ano odin ka ba akokora ntimi nyɛ dɛ enum ti enu ade egya ne deɛ yenim kwan a ɛfa so a ɛbaaye but although no ahyase ne deɛ na meme wɔ ha meme nkofie ntem nti no deɛ si yɛ bia no but minim ade property a ɛdigya ne yɛ dɛ ɛbaaye nti me around 7:30 ne deɛ boy ne bɛka kyerɛ me no meme bɛhwɛ deɛ ne egya ne da mfimfiri anom a yɛ dua yi si a shop bi wɔ hɔ ɛhɔ na ne egya ne da ɛyɛ serious pa ɛhye pa ansa na ɛtrɛ ɛde akɔ side and side nti na kyerɛ sɛ deɛ me so me hu yɛ no
na setting na kafra sanse atorenkyem na asi no enya sebe adeketo a wo hwe nkrofo agyapadeɛ nkrofo kasa asia menua asi fimi yi nti ne meka ne sɛ ɔmo setting na nyankopɔn na nso enhyɛ ne ho anuonyam no ntimi si ɔmo dada mu menua ne manye sɛ wa wani tua ne manye sɛ wonka bi nhyɛ mu na ubofia ensi working days so esi weekends enu akwasi eni siye ni afra o se bi o shop o hia na akoye se bi ateti sembi tinema me ndi mani abehu no enu anya nika
according to fitafo na HSA mo bia den there but mo ne equipment enfa ya adwuma so do na utuma slab
yenimu tie so ya de aho odre se e be yi cars ni bi afirim car no ebi wo ho a yatutai wo pia nyeye tie basa petrol ni diesel no so adi afra nje wo mu ana gya no bi toka no mu na paya ne yenso yesuro ye dwane enti car no de masa ahokyere no de ye ho akyere pa
san koye na foforo ba nti foforo ba no so no na cars na ehye ye piapia bi asikwan to no ntimi ngulom no kofa ase to kofa ase by fast from so muni ahode ye kra obo so ntimi ntwe ne ya so ne ya twi wo so no bawe ne ba ne no efiri an me firi up 12 to 1 ne so ne force ye dundum janet kakra dundum na de asi no enti ba de ba kwa me wa me theater 57 bia Ghana ha ya o yes fitemu na 57 for no we kan ha si 2 times omo ba omo so muni ka omo ni nsuo we ba nam ha kokra fon kwa no mo de ma begu ase na second fire service there esenke movement na bia esenka government boa na ko mo ka se de bia BBC a ebetimi.
So usually when these things happen,
Jo eba Kessben television eso ene eye ebrada general purpose that also aduonu nson ewa fimpi no ne aduonu nsiemo Tuesday 27th day of January 2026 na aka nefua mako enum van said na yakra ne se ne day akowie na osuruko kokra manyoku New Patriotic Party NPP omugo to abai Franka tufo na ebenya bre na ya hwe sedie and toya nipa ni nyina nipa num no obia ebo ene hwimu ya global info analytics omo so aye na omo de abetudwa na ene first segment no ye behwe one of the candidates also nipa wa ha e beti senti omo gidi se wo se yeto aba e de ema no in second segment ni ba behwe nra minority eye NPP brashabo yafo ya Alexander Afenjuma kan di animu se minority leader omo shia central for campaign P o se ne Ghana Mexico semu a agina yie ya ban no de san ho emrane no eye fapempa NPP amanyuko toye eno ena aso abane ntene mampani mahama intimi ka se ono mmode mo so ban no omonye hwe se ne tie no so ye na edi ehon komo sara so ena Afenjuma kan tu ya se gold bolt ya ban de esi wono ena aka obi ama galamsey no agensemo. Is that the case? We in Semo, a bit on common. Fagin Chebra 0551599933 0551599933. Who was screen or so meeting the KOFI APPIAH Malame Anebu Chidom and ne enumere. Now, Sarah Dikakano in a very fresh ad or her idea anyway. You have 4 days to the D-Day. Memenda Bay 31st January and na MPP4 Etoaba. No may Franka 24. Now, you have Global Info Analytics. Ya ura Musa dankwa edano. So kaya 2024 abatoɔ no. Nipa bebre kuo bebre nhwemu ede de ɔma hunu betu dwa. Na hwemu ahodo be mako be nnumu ebae a bigina start screen so aha na me project ni nyina se we aka say e be run off we see NDC be we see NPP ne be no Musa dankwa de ɔde bae no eno na etomu pa sanso na kwatia osanso pregnant my etom ti ne obi ehunu se ono no hwemu oye no edimu eno nti de no hunu waye hwemu no bebre na last one year release no na no adwada ye no adwo ye de ode aba betudwa eno na ebedi eho enkomo na so hwe enkomodie no a odi kan ye first one de by se didi kan no na malam ye hedi odi kan ye no didi kan no be kan sala yi tamamud bamia ya odi NPP anymore 2024 election no bamia benya 48% na Kennedy akompre kwa Japan tosmi no ono nso anya 25% na Urabra Champon wanya 6% na Dr. Yasaduchum wanya 1% na Kwabreje Japan de ubusa ye no dodo no a nyomadwen se omo beto aba ede amano na osan eye hwemu second one I said de etosumienu hwemu no ye etosumienu is going to be the final one ya onya bre ensa anya hwemu bio yanko yanim second polls ya oye hwemu oye etosumienu a ode hon resource no eba ye no eno nso nchirimu ya ode aba ekire se otietie Ghana fo a omo nso ana obe MPP delegates on beto aba no omo nso akire omo adwen e wo ho paso nye we move on to the next one. First one no di kan pa no no eno kire mu se hwemu a waye fa enipa mako enum no ho mesro nye we the first one Look at the first one. No, the first one. I don't know. We more our year. Yeah, or they able to get extra say abana omo ebe to no. Who say Alhaji Dr. Mahmood Baumia. Ubenya mano homo will pay edunum song 57%. Na other than China, unyam for Kennedy Japan. Ubenya mano homo will pay edunum enwache 28%. Ura Brian Echampon. Ubenya mano homo will pay edumiensa 13%. Na Dr. Yao Osedu Chumunso wenya homo will pay 2%. Still, Kabreje Japan wenya 0.5% cry. What could be the reason? Yeah, everything yaba say nipa more than 200,000 that air kotono. Kore Japan intiminya even half of a percentage. Say ombeto abano enso ediamano. Na didi kan ye di two swa. Na Dr. Wamia 48% no. Na still depend bi ho a omunye nsi o madwen pi. Omo ye undecided. Ose nyo obia na ubusa no a obeka kire say we e no beto amano. Bebre na no ya na omo kusekuse e wo mutrim. So malam first the American na ready a fato so mayen na menka ho asem kakra nsa na yakwanim. Na bebre no ano enya mmensa no bebre no obu ho a na onyensi na adwen pi. But we just about some few days to the election, you know. Obi ana otsase ahwe kakra se bia otie penifo no a ekoba no obi asem obeka akire no ansa na ohunu se odin vote bema we anase odin vote bema we no sankrofo no itimi change the outcome of the election as ontim change the dynamics said the enhye no ensu besi akọ afa eno ne ade a nam so ma said the okaye no nhwemu no ye ne de ode ebetu dwa no so first one na Dr. Wamia 48% no a oside the second one enso baye no na move from 48% e de ekọ 50 move from 48% ya nanka ontumi win first round no e de call 57%. Is that how it's going to be? And I sense so enete I mean ka say ni pe nyina egu so a omobontoa na omochini Ghana hafane nyina ekoba na waka omosem e de ekire amanfo tituasi ane na etu ahene fo no say omobeto am so mala mame hwe sa ha this is what I'm looking for. Omoka omosem ekire so me ka say like Dr. Mahmood Baumia e wa santamante mo free na otwetwe mu no be ekuara ya wada no e na oba ya ochina e na obe wrap up the campaign no e wa ha obeye a big mamo rally na wakasa kire party delegates ometo urabra champion so e wa santamante mu Dr. Duchum so e wo sim kre Japan so e na obi a namo a oka na asem na ebehwe na se de honse TV ati so say no hear no TV so no this is what Musa Dankwa of Global Info Analytics or they about 57 for Dr. Baumia, 28 for Kennedy Japan, 13 for Brian Champon, 2% for Dr. Duchum and 0% for Kwabena Eje Japan. Wa akoto abane bi hwan na o vote na mebusa say also ye Ghana ni a nipa na omukoyi wo mo no wa wonya MPP ni o wa wonya MPP ni nipa na omukoto abayi wo mo no omu hwan na omuyi na ka o beto aba ama no so wo nka delegates no ho ba se ka wo tu MPP fofo a obeka kire om se hwan na omfa na mra na om de se nipa na ba wo so beto aba e de ama no for Adwenkyere bra 0551599933 so na yeni enkomo na e fa odi kan enanwumre me Dr. Wachidankwa o lecturer e wo Amsterdam ha o team Ken get connected Kennedy akompra kwa Japan e na ono otana chi team woka ho o gidi se Ghana nipa ihia no yene dok ebedi nkomo ne ati senti a o gidi se Kennedy Japan e na also di MPP animu Dr. Mwakwaba
ya ofakovi
na ho ye de
nyina dwome ho ye na
afisia paso so
afan komete ye
sa fie so ye na
nya shia ne kre na kwa bia mitie
ai that's
ya mitika na misim kura na ofa na jano fa mitie sana
that's doc is aka 4 days pe na I can see no baso so far campaign no say
yo ofa nyumre mechia na machia watie fu nyina na machia oba ne nkora na wofie campaign no we compare 2023 deɛ no to this year 2026 deɛ na what me say we have upped the game. Ya pagya agoro no mu ama ekosoro, especially ye camp no 2023 no ye declare intention late enti ama nneema bebre ye ntimi anye, but yet we were able to garner 37%, in 37%. But this year, dear, you told the entire country, stakeholders, I can see share munina, yen aspirant, a share munina, and a candidate a share munina. And the Afi campaign, dear, you say heat room, pressure woman kasa, who compared to 2023, dear, of a man can Kansas, you be say 2023, dear, no, the religious group be asofu bi ena e call na bo kan Japan na so ko ka kire ne se owura akonwa no aduru so wo na Ghana fo hiam se Ghana fo amfa wa ma ye ma ye mfefo no nto aba ma e ma mo nipa na mpesa mo de ne ba no enti mpanifo no ye saa no omufuru no mo call mo mpani akufu ado enzo ko kan saa kire no na mpani akufu ado we say mpani de won kase mepewi aha nti wi aba na ya to general election wi na sabe mpani be de akire Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ntime anya no mpani akufu ado make his statement be say he underestimated the influence of religion in Ghanaian politics what can be bisa enti afi no asofofo no asan apushi no yewura Canada Japan afa forms wa go through process ni na wosan aginem yedi enim se nyame bo Saturday wono na ye candidate ya yen si ahene ne atu ahene for delegates for edi tumi ni be hye nsa 2026 to 2028 wone onko gina MPP party ne ewo Ghana abato akansi na yinyina besi ewo 2028 ni mo enti efomu ye
why candidate MPP mo de Dr. Bawumia ne ko abato bia no ya na candidate ni first time no ya na edin ma no but osako biwa minu ana miensa Ghana photo abama no dey na so mo change Dr. Bawumia
ofa me da wase honorable Canada Japan aba aguru ni mu at the point ya Ghana fo nyina na efre no Ghana fo a the general public na to aba no and efre not even delegates for a general public no wo fo trotra wo fo tesia wo ko hospital wo ko mayanka be ko dwuma be bia wo ko bia university school ma wo fa ye we wonam ho bia be bia is me college lectures no hu se me ba timken sa no mfrem aha enti eye people no the general public na free nipa ne se momfa sa nipa we mra na ye mamutumi no on na ama ye mu bi sese ye di candidate se ye tumi ne ye pe ofan yen kan sisu bi mi se ye te political party se ye de ko petumi ye de ko pa aban mutumi na ye te political party se ye de ko tena hospital ko ye doctor ye te political party se ye de ko tena dwuma tomo mane ye te political party se ye de ko gina akantiampe aminka university akwa kira de ni mo ye te political party se political party de ye de ko petumi fira manfo ho na ye de apɛ mpuntuo ama timemfo no na political party a fomfo na wo ba be du omo so omo na efra say ni pass machine ye pɛ no eno nti na me ye kwa Canada Japan that's number 1 number 2 over 2023 ye kwa abato so NPP ye kwa ye no ye wura Mahmoud Bawumia na enwene election na one mu ne ye de call asele ye NPP ye flag bearer na say ye presidential candidate of your core no anko yi wonya 41% ni wonya ye no even Professor Dubois in 1992 wonya 30.29%. Ni figures na wonya ye no wonya 1,204,764,000 representing 30.29%. And ye ba 1996 of APPIAH they change bida. This is not first time you be change candidate. 1996 and ye delegates who say no Professor Dubois he call yes obo no homodin we but omompani Kufuor but then we di second no mo yenkohwe J Kufuor na as at that no now he was the most experienced politician in the MPP family no ntema yekoyi no 1996 e de ne bai 1996 offer omompani Kufuor ba ye no obedobo Dubois he figures no from 1.2 no e dey call 2.8 what I say? Or double figure no from 1.2 to 2.8. In think na ye ko ye nim de. In ke ye hwese ye figures no. In ke ye ko anya ye kura wo de ye se yentima increase ne kura. Yentima amana nko ne nim a in ke nyina be gina na. On peni Kufuor ko ye didn't start call 2000 no. 2000 ko increase figure no from 2.8 e ko 3.6. What they call 3.6 million. That is 2000 and what the ben when bedima ebedi akunwa ne MPP 2004 we move no from 3.6 at the call 4.5 of any now so we call him and at 2008 on Penny Kufuor and the time so per constitutional operation and the time so na and we see for na Kufuor do besu and na Kufuor do move ade no free 4.5 no e dey call 5.3 won say watum even though yentima we ne power but watum of what I say fast forward no na Kufuor the same move no from 2008 you call 2012 no was same move no e dey call 5.8 so when we say this there 5.8 anye 2016 was same move figure no what I say and now Kufuor the move figure now appreciate some e dey be see 2020 would be see 6.7 million. There's an MPP figure no. At the point na Kufuor that 6.7 million no. Na NDC candidate president what is here John Mahama it was 6.2. That is 2020 election.
Yeah.
Difference then na Kufuor in term any John Mahama in term 2020 election was 512,000 figures no. Of a big so we can absolute figures. And think ye hwese ye ni wura Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nka ye kwaye ni mu 2024 no nka na Kufuor do ye 6.7 no anye bia no ko de bi beka ho kakra kiyenko we 6.8 6.9 na 7 million so ho nenso ofa we de ankosi sawo ye wura Mahmoud Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eti figure no so from 6.7 at about 4.6 Vampacho what I say na Kufuor do figure no de win 2020 election 52.3% no ye wura Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia te so about 41% it tells you a total rejection by Ghanaians says Ghana for as you mumpe wura Mahmoud Bawumia.
Is it not total party ni nyina na onema bia mo ye Ghana for anyantum ne mum Dr. Bawumia nko a
na say when it can offer in leadership say ya kisi say nema nko ye if there are lapses if there are inefficiencies if there are defects say nema nko ye nema to achew e wo leadership one organization ma ye ma meche university o sisi ya me say ka from media class mo me chira de ene me chira 6 credit hours say nema nko ye sisi ya me Dr. Boachi ye nwura class mo mechi nyo ye be kwakwachi owura professor Kwaku Safo when me vice chancellor when down onu mu ni be kan kono hode sobo na kobo no when na anya na dwuma yi what I say independent na wudi kan no when ye de sobo ni bowo
but at that time na government no was in power
yes
you don't need leading
no he was of I mean can say 2008 ye wura Kufuor do omanpani da Kufuor do wo pe running mate no wo say Ghana sika na ye hata nti ye pe obi a wo ye economist obi a wonim mamuo mu nsem wo ja se na wa ba be bua na mamuo no nti ko fa ye wura Mahmoud Bawumia wo ye deputy governor e wo Bank of Ghana no de ne bae wo de ne ba se wo mabua ne ye sika sem ene oman no hyehye no macroeconomic framework no wo me ye ni nyina ma ye wura Mahmoud Bawumia bae no ofa ene me ni nyina 2025 the time aye ko no na ni nyina pointing to negative inflation was 23%. Of what I say, interest rate, then now 36, around 40%. Exchange rate, the dollar was around 14.5. Even at the point the crown, it cost 17.5. What I say? Of a figures in our point, me background in finance and economics.
Okay.
What I say? And you many in our pointing to negative. What we say this here? In Ghana, for her say, in economics, if it be two-factor theory. With a two-factor theory, Dr. Mahmoud Bohomihane, Dr. Mahama, and this time round, one young father. The angel you know is better than the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. And in the young father, Dr. Mahama, because Dr. Mahmoud Bohomihane man or the belly in our field. What I say? Fast forward, you know. Say, you know, see, a cassie of Dr. Mahmoud Bohomihane and Naba. Over. And yeah, I may better higher education will be more. Yent means I'm quite you. Cocanches, they will baboon momia one year way, a young people here say, why done any benefit to us as a ye young new face a Ghana for him say no any can be a abandoned near my uncle ye and a Ghana for the boys Subona or more rejected and over 1.7 million votes, you know, say any Pananon come. There should be a new face. You emphasize any Panama, na Ghana for trust him. And Ghanaians out there, Ghana for 1.10 one form of one or for one every any panon. When baby Kennedy post a boy a car to near the dinner who do baby no way say, Trotro more from Manfanama. Now no clad will be a boaka where a share opening him answer, very atraso. So, into WOFA, and young PP party now, even if it's an PP party now, what prevented Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, say economic management team now, no what down on. Our can't say what a solid team, no. Dr. Koto say, was half a mouth or do what a solid team, no. We know, DNA, there's interest rate, any inflation, skyrocketing. What I say? Nti se nema na 5 years adia. Is it in kwa of economy ne kwa de. As you speak of inflation here 5.3%. We are aware, you are journalists. 5.3. Exchange rate. Now we na me forest for the interbank forest bureau for no akotu no 12. What I say? But I'm expecting it to rebound because cocoa for no cocoa syndicated loan in my but omakwaje $134 million were Access Bank.
Okay.
International Finance Corporation na guarantee ama cocoa board. So that money is coming. So dollar is going to dollar ni be ba o money. What you say? Even though it's artificial intervention, but artificial intervention of one that of can dey actually no. Dey say because from me ma me akosensi a wotin carry on. The oni man say say okodwo ma woto ne ma so ate. What you say? Nti ne ma bi wo ho awofa. We don't need explanation to Ghanaians. Ghana from pet theory ni bim kwantente ni bim kura. You are sick and tired of the theory. Now we need a practical person. Ubi a waje bida. What you say? We a practical person. We a practical entrepreneur. We all know him. Yeah, let's bring that person on board. Now that is where global leadership is even heading towards. Of if we are leadership, we now go for people who are practical oriented. You know, America for second do than Trump aban. So you are practical oriented. Omo pet theory for no. What you say? Enti WOFA enwumre de enti a ema yen bi di wona book na Japan che ye pushing agenda ne se ye pese Ghana for ti ase se MPP for nyina ne Ghana for going forward 2028 no election e record of anya agoro enya agoro so ne ye kwakodi 2 million ye ne 2 million ye di a ye nsan kwa yes parliament bi say ye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia chenchana ye ne kwasan ye so ne yakọ because say on mpani kufo komieni on mpani akufo ado komiensa of us what kind of sadia any 1969 Dr. Buzi aso okoba kope on when Progress Party
no say a car Fourth Republic na yetimi aso
history will not allow you to talk about only Fourth Republic
no
to talk about
a finance person say me draw curve your baby one more outlier
yes
yeah it see as o ka so here Buzi atam ye to aba ya to bio
yes
it won't mean find ye trend analysis
okay then if the Fourth
Republic idea it na NDC trend ni ahwe MPP trend ni ehun say there be ade dey say ya say ne to aso ba that is what we can use to do proper
yes,
so that we edubo ahe it's fine we change edubo ahe
yes
e dey George Congo for by back for by the first term no wan say nya so call the second term it is say na mu change mo candidate are you prepared to stay in opposition for another 4 years until 2032
no
sana masaba
no that theory will not stand
okay
that theory will not stand because the numbers now those candidates now call second term no appreciate this candidate no call first time no appreciate your numbers and so we deteriorate Vama chozo chasi. The numbers no.
Me nyanti ase.
The me can say.
Because all here Rollins Rollins won the 1996 election.
By the first time.
No, Rollins me can the second term.
92.
The second term no. He won by about 56%.
Yes.
Or the man Mills drop on to 44%.
Yes. Yes.
The first attempt.
The first time, yes.
And on the second attempt, so I think 47 or so.
Yes.
The third attempt, and I feel the obey home. And no crown, a second run and sana
unya. Yes.
So what done in the back and the friend saying, Nana Kufuadwa, the same thing.
Same thing.
No crowd
appreciate numbers.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about percentage.
Percentage.
Not the crowd here. We heard Unya 2008 now. About 2012, no, it was almost the same.
Yes.
But about 2016, the third term, no,
yes,
and Utumi Klenge.
Yes.
So it looks like candidate pass apart from Rollins in the Fourth Republic, he said the dim ballot paper so that not bad first round and no winning there. In a hobby.
Over you President of TCC, Mahama, and we in 2012.
Yeah, but so would me again say, not Professor Mills, and NDC, I hear almost primaries a year. However, just about 5 months to election.
No more primaries.
NDC in your primaries. No more primaries. We can't game in Fonka.
No more primaries.
No more. Game in Fonka. Oh,
no more in August. No more in August.
Only a game in Fonka, man, and I could 10 Hokoti NDP.
I know when yet, but the election had not been taking place.
Election no 2 years and another. The NAP could 3%. No.
There be after you know, we know in August. No election.
Not any referee.
No my election.
Only a primary.
Okay.
And na credit was near 3%.
Okay.
And no free mukote NDP.
NDP, yes.
It's not my flag bearer.
Yes.
And never can 5 months me to about no free.
Free more.
And friends say Jomama.
Yes.
And look at how tight the election was.
Yes.
He won 50.3 or 7%.
Yes, something like that. Yes.
But also a re-election, you know. From that figure, no, about 44.
Yes.
In 2016.
Yes. So,
and we appreciate it 2020. And then he won finally in 2024.
In 2020. Yes. We have more figures
in all things being equal, no. Senka Mills, a contest 2020, 2012. And if I was winning year. And Cananado, Deba 2016. Nanka Mahama, I be contesting. Said you're contesting 3 times, and Sana winning.
Okay. Over. What you see in MMU? What you see figures and so appreciate and now would depreciate.
I'm looking at the percentage.
The percentages, no. Omuni na, omu percentage ni drop here. Omu numbers ni increase.
Okay.
But this case, no, both the numbers and the percentage
are
dropping.
Okay. Now,
in that case, no, it does not stand test of time. Say, it could be. I could deny mana and car. Litmus test and could be my pass back.
Okay. Yeah, quality, sir. It would you say our second Japan?
Yes.
And a BD MPP.
Yes. Over qualities in na yes say menu me no de tie adwuma ye we are at the end of the month sabika fra obeje katua na wo to beje katua me so meje katua o medwumem akatua no wogi a wodi bi etua o school fees wodi bi tua land bill wodi bi tua hospital bill wodi bi beto aduane at table so the end product of every economic activity is bread and butter. In politics, what we are looking for is who can provide bread and butter. And Kennedy Japan, it stands out for that. He's able to provide bread and butter, or he can provide bread and butter. That is all. Over Ghanaians people now, the general people who are going to vote in the 2028 election. That's number one. Number two, you have bread and butter. Kennedy message in a job creation. A job creation because of a scenario. In 2025, NDC annual recruitment into the public sector. The 2 biggest sectors that drive employment in the Ghanaian public sector are the health service and the education service. These two services, NDC and FENIPA. So there have been 2 backlogs of unemployment people. Accumulator Canada for 4 years in the what I say. This year, Nanka IMF was supposed to end in May. Yeah, but on my extension of 3 months account to August. All things being equal, if this year too, send this and recruitment here, 2 years backlog of unemployment people. the GS staff, university staff, and university students and all those staff. Have a couple. Now, 6 years backlog. Now, recently, the enter 2026, Ghana Statistical Service, the unemployment rate stands at 13.07%. What the Ghana total population now? Amount 4,333,000. These people. And the fast forward this year, 2026 year, this year, no, so man fan the 2026 we are hitting around 6 million unemployment people. Now, WOFA, what NDC can come out to say? About the unemployment idea. So what I say. Now, but economy no near man. Anti-man became those days, no. The truth must be told. No cry about economy not become NDC for kakra. What you say? Then now attest to the facts. When we see this here, and the car to a yammy buy. Me go to fool. Me fairly of me fairly for NDCs. Okay. And by doing my government term, 2004. Now me didn't know me fairly na NDCs. No cry about what you say? And today ni beti maka. But the beti maka no. Nipa ibeti na asema ye bibi. You can't be to a job creation. Kennedy say I will create job for you because why ye be that. He has factories, he has industries. Now he's building up the biggest pharmaceutical industry in Africa. Biggest. What do I say? Yes. He on one casa from Nakumemu Yadoye. When you see cardiothoracic center ma Ghana for $6 million, 37 military hospital. Of what I say. Enti factories kakra name. Niema one in private life no and niema na waye no so every man is standing out to say any paniem famra no bitima ye bi because ono private ono abotom je kakra na kran what me dey adwuma employ nipa more than say wo fa the indirect people account there of more than 50,000 people who provide from omo tian card ko ni juice factory ho omo tuba nche de ko na yi ho no omo nye direct fo omo ye indirect people. So we do a bunch, no cars, no coffee, drivers, no they are indirect people. But what you may, I must uncle fool in answer call manual. Are there any money resources in Amana went to mean committing into productive venture, Emma man. Now, global economy, where we are heading towards, no, and yes, economy say, you buy theory. Say you run economy now as a state without profit. Now we are running various companies or various nations as a private entity to make profits. When Kennedy bar state enterprise na so they have to make profits. You have to sign contract that you are going to deliver. When the men deliver, I say, "Oh, no, bit my because you are in competition of a Kessben moti here. I didn't know Garden City GBC or Chileheya and Omuna Swa Akata. I didn't mean run here, na Kessben, you're productive. Garden City, I'm on Kessben. Of us, it's a private man to me, money ye dear.
Almost Katai.
Yeah, private man. Oh, Mr. Certain example, say, because a state enterprise.
But also Katai, as our Becca say,
oh, they
are running them down.
No, I don't demean them.
Competition,
Then why can't they compete favorably? I don't know what you compete. Of other than STC, ain't compete a metro way, as a VIP. Any way in Yadi. One we say the city via a metro mass a KOFI buy and say, and no pay me to some work once and make one make okay news a quachadi. Me to some work, say spare parts, when they KOD, most spare parts, a car a you. But what is that? We need someone who will crack the whip. One entrepreneur, but for mine say, a your no business, no running a moment and faso, and you'll be about run or mine say, a binding, Subani be Empesa. We are moving from the state enterprise to private enterprises, where our minor Ebenya and Faso every and son the person who can do that is Kennedy Japan, who is a practical man, who is an entrepreneur, not theoretical aspect. We don't need a theory again.
The okay, manage wow private business. Kakrebi near the mining in our sons, sir. And yet you will be the actual quadrant for we are Majuma Mufu Binshim Niade. Managing the economy no like a web. And we may pee the it's true. Into which is a say, met me be a Jumanco until they do myself Ubisa.
Of a new bit may be a Jumanco, but we are looking at we are being strategic, you are being smart, say. Your candidate didn't call 2024. Ne strategy or the buy, it's NDC are shooting it down. Until we need to bring a new face, a new candidate who can bring out a new strategy. And that strategy need a job. and the Ghana medical country will say a Juma the air quack say we buy a kubeni the economic activity and the end product is bread and butter. And who can provide that bread and butter for you? The other auxiliaries in here, you do it. What I say? Other supporting service in the But going to 2028 election, that is going to be the captivating message here. The debate call out was a job creation for the people. All other sectors will be tackled. Other sectors now will come on board. That's what I say. We say a web. But the web be say over. If private man so managing say like web now can. Wo wure ya wote yesure he ya Burkina Faso sure he ya Burkina Faso ni trare ofanye no wo yen anya no wo Burkina Faso
that is military government
by military government
in fact call parliament in koji approval and and all the other different
yes by you say we
take yes the man show say doc e wade bi wo ha ochina nkwa bit mama order bi aye
yes
but say the munim ke mam ke bia memu aye yes you can't do that until it passes through the right
way. Yes, until it passes through the right way. But you put out there your policies and your strategies. What I say, the proper frameworks and what I say, I never supported the closure of the 7 banks, and I have never supported, and I will never support it. Yes, I have never supported it. So if that one becomes someone's framework, what I say, how is it feasible? I never supported the introduction of mobile money taxation. Of what I say, I thought it was a young industry growing up, so you should have allowed it to grow. And that's number one. Number two, the people they were the vulnerable in the system. Of a big man, I can say music or memhano. Music and music and banks. They do banking transactions. What I say? So these are some of the things some of us didn't support, but government went ahead and implemented it, and it shoot us down. Why didn't he say it when you were going to implement?
Because he was not in charge, or your vice president, or your mate.
No, he was part of what mate.
No, sir, driver.
Of a mate, didn't think as a
driver. Case they be made for
of a mate, case a traffic catch. How much require be here? Mate, case a traffic catch. I had the emphasis. Mate, for
what's driver power befa about person on fa.
But what are the two? What I say? Then I don't want my when time case me kind yenti. That time.
Will politicians do that?
Why can't you do
say
that?
President here at the end of the vice.
An honest politician.
Aba case adia president here. Menene nye adwuma. NDC MPP. Is it possible they will do that?
Then if you cannot do that, if you cannot chest out at that moment and do that, you cannot take some of us for granted. Some of us will not believe you. Me, I was expecting him at that time when a critical movement, you know, over time and he introduced a mobile money tax and e-levy. Yes, e-levy. What I say? Time and he close to banks, you know, the closure of banks, you know. We needed 13 billion Ghana cedi to restore the banks, but we ended up spending 29 billion to close the banks. Is it feasible? We sat down and yet not see my whole former Chief Justice, Piketty. She has influence. Over here, influence. Nkofu suano nkofu hwe ne yaade what I say eyi nkofu adi madam fubi no ye adwuma one of the banks of ne ira wade egu na ga na kotra UK. Yes, I'm telling you. Ofa enti across ne me at that time no ade no wanye. What I say at that time no wanye. At that time that was what I was doing my PhD. Me name supervisor trade paper on that. Who go Professor Pepra, University of Andrews, Michigan, US. Me name paper oh. What I say, we laid the problem at the doorsteps of governance system, corporate governance failures. Yes, but at that time, I didn't restore banks. Even though they take you over, now there were red flags. Now Mahama Kurakan was 2014 Sonem State of Nation addressing. So some of the banks were in the brink of collapsing. What I say, and no more say support to be out into 620 million cedis. But offer, and then a one car. And at that time, now we mate in one car, say, quite where the first traffic back here. Ama passengers in a walk through Nimuno, and we say mate in the car, not driver any so. Nicamo car traffic, more car traffic in one. Now mate for now, so driver, and we say, driver, mate car you, now went he. Mate no car. Of a mate in the car. So one car.
The brow bear flag bearer the okay.
No.
Say our abolish levy, our abolish betting.
It was late.
Meaning that. Okay.
The truth, Nukrana said, 2024 election, we lost the election in 2022.
Okay.
Yes, you lose election in 2022 when the 93 MPs no a petition and Akufo-Addo to remove the finance minister no. One nema agency. What I say?
Yes, finance minister Niema Oyeye no. And ma Ghana for.
I want to trim your finance in Kentia Moa Ebecho. Who trim your fire? Papa Ghana.
So why do you blame Baumia now?
He was the
finance minister. The finance management team is an advisory body. Umutufu keke. Keno for your turn a risk council. Mutufu ye na kensiska we me release tax we media. You can do anything.
Of an wako present budget. Nye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na any dinner Chilean ko parliament.
Neni nyina actually no nkobi.
Actually no nkobi no American Ghana for. Of an who took notice of that. Actually one nkobi no one who is one hwe. Delegates and general public do what say na COVID budget ya. Of omko ko hwe. It say be TV to T. What I say? Me say me papa hwe so ne what na kura ase baabi no. Ono radio ne tue na so. Ohun je Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia hana so no TV so.
Okay, right. Yes, Kennedy Japan near ma would bit my where the car enuma obi. What other things? And I would say obit my Ghana phone to me, man. You are in second or the biggest cold store in West Africa.
Yes.
I'll cry frozen chicken. Yes. Or no be going factory no. So if you don't me and class and maybe you.
That be unguno. The set has been there. It has been there. Until unguno. Now by I said they crab. It doesn't mean so the fact that one church will be good. But what he's going to do other things. He's going to deepen decentralization.
Okay.
Into one of in Japan, I can say, obey move some of the ministries now at Choku Akran. And they amass some of the
regions. Okay.
Especially Ashanti region, was lands and mineral resources bebaha. Local government bebaha. Energy be called Western region. Agri be called Northern region. All these are means here of a body economy. You body the local economy. So, me find say what the ministry be called Western North region. What I say? Dear, what dying or benya at the time high. What I say? Dear, what tongue and more pound you better or tongue so you better. The local economy will be boosted. Local economy will be paid. One was it. That is number one. Number two, on our book in Japan say. He's going to make sure say yenyan kasa niema ye no mem ha so bebre yedua no ha no niema ni bebre wa ye be process no ha na ate ye import bill ne so ate import bill ne so e be ma pressure na we ye seed ne so aba form because 2024 kuma in 2024 ye imported oil and one kuma $750 million and one kuma but for you see bit man and we free kubem yenya anwa free nkati yenya anwa free aburum so yenya anwa free nipa bebrem mponim se yenya anwa free aburum
corn oil
what the body yes and a healthy so very rich so aburo currently you aburo 250 cedis market kwani adu aburo ofa wa brand no ne bag 250 cedis but you start to see a process here e bia na value bebem on say the city ama kwani no so ho atom na kwani adu aburo wonya 10 bars we okoton a 250 cedis of I say 2500 okoya na so buy on say the city into one book Kenya point say aburo nkatie wheat ye niam na ye ne ha no bebre wo ha ye best establish factories ni wo ha na ya process ye nche ya kind of so invest to factory at way so kasa preko of I never knew say omo employees around 750 that company no me dem name say 40-30 bill by until say me I work there na me call ho na me could take data bi ho ni me sir of anti you was such numbers not be you was such factories be region you were 16 regions now region be 2 no mu produce local idea and yeah it's going to boost the local economy emma sika yesesa yefa yesidi no ni akwase sako dollar na pressure toy yesidi ne so na etu mirika kikuko to ne ma ne board den no yesidi ne beba form hwa anwa nko anwa another one ye oil enwo nko a wofa Ghana your consumption is 250 metric tons yetimi produce only 50 metric tons a year 200 and approximately sana mo kan wase ntimo kan na me so sa de my research o hoda na mo kana me because oh fa de we dey I had even wanted to call about
okay
na mala me no so ni abraham nti na wo fa ye enwo kakewu enwo ye kokodi wa ha ko fango ye kogini ko fango wo fa Kennedy Bell left say the oil plantation, oil palm sector no. So you be boosting no. I'm a name application. Then you be go fisheries one. Fisheries one. And then the cold store now will come. What I say? Your total consumption, if you cannot meet it here, at least you be meeting halfway. What we say this here? And now we imported and now 1.5 billion US dollars a year. A chicken, a meat, chicken, beef, near the WOFA. And what Kennedy is bringing on board very different. They say local industries will be body local capacity. What we say this here? Ama Ghana for any Jumaye. No minor so in a private sector na ejina na so. What we say? When say omampani bi pencil. And a man you Ibrahim Mahama. Woman is sovereign guarantee. A man DG loan bia and they why a big time contractor wa Ghana. Or call international contract or build international contract in now when. Of a BBC and people, see a body the capacity of our local people, so that young foreign contractors, Joshua Bunia, the young foreign contractors, KJT any idea when you're foreign contractors. Of you need to board the local entrepreneurs, your contractors, any local people, young Casa young Kofono, yes, so among phenomenon, no woman so no one mind to meet Gina Brand. Need be any bit your chance acquire a mind for so across the see woman here genka cray a fire IMF I say Kusi bon na cramanda a boy no Kusi won't pay that one and in eyes I know my IMF from Ghana be you best have go back to the indiscipline. The IMF policy in Tiama Ghana for why it came into one book and Japan say what the discipline by a system anymore. That's number 3. But the discipline only say one kasano. Waka obi e nto abama. We say me bana me appoint to minister. We this guy me meche. Ye ni so say we straightforward man waka. O wa kukudu we yes ade no. Owura no no ankasa private life no waka. Waka obeye. What you say? Yes, into one make year lip service on fan no make ka ene wonko. But the was here no we will be a was here wo yo. Nti ye will be a wo akukudu say irrespective say me party na power say me you say we penny the adwuma we ya no na say adwuma no anye ne yi a me you afro mani pafoforo aba say adwuma no say we de wonza kokeka ne man ketinketi bi anye yi ne gu ma aba ne ho fia say say be do court me ya de wa court wo for number 1 ye problem ina wo mem ha Ghana number 1 ye corruption any good leadership when me say Ghana lose $3 billion US dollars annually to corruption or illicit trade $3 billion US dollars annually. Of us, $3 billion US dollars now you lose annually. No, you we are near Sanko IMF. Near quite that same $3 billion for 3 years. Offer. Dear ye hear leader or bar. Sa $3 billion no. Say yen to me for a crowd or better so. Corruption, you be pay means be a better so. What does he? Leader say ya chi nipa na wa ban mu ni say we ye say ya born ko edu say sika we wo ho wa fa sika we wa say ya kache ne say won kono ne mra no enko face mra o face mra na de mra ne be ka no pepepe wu leader wo metna ho nkeka say I hope you will be vindicated you be this what you say wu we na collection na wu lusu a unko blame bia wa ba just what you say nti niam bi wo ho a as a leader no ni kwa say ba Kennedy ni de na kukuduro na wo gina say be ma no wan sin show man san wa ha mo no na Ghana for open because ye pu bi e wo akukuduro ene wo hia 2028 election.
So what you say o menya be say
offer we are wallowing around 53%.
Japan 53%.
Yes.
Wow. One touch victory.
Of a Saturday, yes. Kennedy is win election.
Osa down kwase mo benya 28%. So far, one or kind of bem.
Over Musa Dankwa, he doesn't do research, he do predictions. Yes, what predicted. And prediction is different from research.
On your research?
No, I'm your researcher.
Really?
Over MPP voter register for delegates, 211,849. Yes. 849. What do I say? When Timan for Quran, I say to me for 5%. In research. When
sample size.
When Timan for Quran for 5%. 5% of this number should give you 10,000. Who go for 200, 2,000? Equal research. What's why I research? The methodology is questionable. We interview Abontense for one cat delegate kura. Abontense for he didn't even interview delegates.
No, but he did the two. Or your more money MPP for, and or there no percentage by, and or there delegates and so dear.
Delegates in which constituency and which constituency? Did he do the entire country sample size? Or the buy and say, and so we are outliers here saying of what I say. We in research you call something common method biases. Common method biases now sample size no we see common method biases for one pass because I think we use multiple methods. What I say? One way penalty it will not give you a true reflection on the ground.
All right. Most of the animal who say can between 53%.
We have done a research with 43,000 delegates.
43,000.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, 43,000 delegates in Ghana. Way above the threshold of 5%.
More no time, baby.
Oh yeah. You know, I think last two weeks or so. Yes.
Okay. The more expected to be abesisa. The last 2 weeks are now okay.
Yes.
Go 2 weeks they move a crowd.
2 weeks we move. But we answer.
We had the okay finally. We met me at my party no mutima kabum. If you say someone mochita for catch tiam hono Ken can say bahomia a liar. The chita for say Ken as one can crowd that say we are kabumu. So mo nyankabumu mutiagro. Will you be able to unite the party?
This is not the first time MPP is going for a contest. We have gone for contest, and we always hit in the BAM CDBR. What I say? On our book in Japan, the first time when declared in Tabunia 37%. In the Musa Dam because Sabre will agree because we had 28%. I'm hearing community. And to offer going forward, you know, we need to do. Once say on Canada Japan walk around ne tall now walk on what we need unity tall. Unity tall. And don't work on the message, you know.
Okay. But for say attach us so ya power so say ahwe cabinet ko ni akoko ni kokko ni abotre
attach us when one can slam pro when one can slam pro say Ghana for yakoko de onye de wo say when ni kokko na Ghana for you say when ni kokko so kokko Ghana for say wo from home trot for the market women any taxi drivers almost all pay so taxi o man ka so pay what attach our candidate no we ba within about 2024 Ghana for see empa mo reject na mo pedi wini kokko no onu mumu na pe o mo pe nipa ni so ahie sa na mo pe the attach here is not the decider no one be decide who should lead Ghana. What I say na ku for the second term no plan we need for ban for non performance.
Okay. Finally, I said I catch delegates omotio
of amedase me ma me nuaba me WOFA me bra me WOFA say MPP delegate 211,849 people amokwa akoto aba na me boa me de eben ye hwehwe nkabom nti moma ye nyina nye baako ne nkabom na MPP ntem. That's number 1. Number 2, ye the party no e 2028 election no NDC will be very brutal. NDC be rough, be chen Abrekumanov election e ko ni kura. Nti ye hia bema obetima gina election enim. Sa bema na ye wura Canada Japan. Nti de me ka che mu nyina ne se ye di 2024 candidate ne de ne ko ye no. Ye absolute numbers so te ye percentage so tete. Enti sa bredi ye wura Canada Japan na yi nanim se new face ya yemfa ne nko se de ye wura John Ajekum kofo ba gi free adubu ahensem 1996 wo de ye konwene ye no. Enti ye nyina hwe Canada Japan ne nkoto aba ne ma no te tuma Canada Japan wa tumi ne ye pe yempe obi obedi anim keke. So obi obedi anim keke dia ene enka nipa 5 nko obi akwalify nke enka mo bia. Me kura metie kura sa be kafra. Me ne nipa 5 ne mu miensa kura certificate pe PhD nyina nke betima contest bi. Ba nye sa nipa no ene ye pe obi a wonimu ye ene de obetima ye enti ye wura Canada Japan wono ne ye de ni gina kona no 2028 ebeboa ye enu nti na university lecturers lawyers ne Ghana ha ye nyina afa ato ye ho se ye maam ne enua no ye be kire mo kwampa na 2028 ye be win power no because NDC for the new candidate be ba ne ye nyina ya face no then MPP will be victor in 2028.
Right. Doc, you say you will show all the best. Na me adomo Saturday results no ba. You say no ba. Na fi ya beti say operation be on. Dr. Wachi down kwai na think a lecturer e o Amstead osanso Team Ken or no na what say ye no AD enkomo e fa election e ba so nyame adomo a me da be Adwenkyere dwumadi e na o hwe e o Kessben television so your multi TV decoder no so DSTV channel 364 Gold TV channel 12 on Facebook live what Kessben TV and Kessben for my ho ye dai hu ti oba ye buy na next segment no you have NDC and MPP reps here minority leader and seven round what kan say hey abai ntimi ka so aye ade I mefne deputy leader MPP for yet to no and na so aba ma abai afi gold board aband ba no and na magalam say no cry kese pa e ba be these national issues dey nkomo e dai ho abasisia. Justice Sabre, Chief Justice, Justice Paul Bafuboni, any
of our integrity at home. And by the way, we have seen that my Lord Bafuboni and his management are all over at the various ministries, including Jubilee. Is he on a thank you tour? Is my Lord Bafuboni on a thank you tour, thanking the government for appointing him as a Chief Justice? And we hear today he is coming to Parliament. We, the minority, don't see him as a tolerant head of the judiciary, because members of the minority came under attack when we criticized the processes leading to his nomination. We will therefore not be part of his thank you tour. If he wants to engage us, our offices are open. He should come and engage us, and we'll let him know things that we find wrong.
What was Chirimu say so LGBT emra ye man ni mada ma Ghana for eto abama and netumi beka ye ha sadia nyanim ni fo bi e no mo ye ho kwan foforo bi ada no omuntumi into.
There was a need to pass an anti-LGBT law. Basically, they said that to protect our own culture, our religious beliefs, there's a need to pass a law that will criminalize any acts of lesbianism, gayism, etc. They were loud on the streets of Accra. They went into our villages, engaged the media, engaged religious leaders, engaged traditional rulers. 1 year down the line, they've been in office. They have gone quiet on this anti-LGBT law. We hear His Excellency the President play on words, claiming that the government was doing wider consultation to see how the law could be formulated in a better way. Really? But was it not the same law that they said it was okay to be passed? And again, when the mighty minority members decided through private members' bill to now pin them to their own principles, suddenly, after all the processes have been followed and approval given, and the motion was on the other paper, the NDC, through its majority leader, found a way of using procedure to claim that there was no.
Oman for some mama kwa be ba Adwenkyere so Kessben television so first segment na ko gba second segment be dikai aka no ne aba hwe other national issues so aye be di hunko ma me hwe message kakra ya hwefo ne atifo enso e de aba na free and also na yenko yenim. Hello, good evening Mr. Host. Please, Anan David from Baby. Please just forget about the minority. They are ashamed of what the current government is doing, and it has left them with them talking. Asante de or say of our MPP for one na woye on ho atamfo because when we say me to aba dodo penny for school fees support or something. Again, their MPs are so greedy, especially the Ashanti region MPs. I prefer Kennedy Japan, Sir Evans from Commander, and also the Dr. Abia is going to win 14 regions out of the 16 regions. Overall summary, he will get 79.25% from titles Kade and also anyway a free a buyer. Adade Summer Boy NDC Pa, they don't pay cuckoo farmers. Abambe in the. Please, good evening, Uncle. What we hope for is peace before, during, and after Saturday's election. All delegates should vote wisely. To me, either Baumia or Ken will be okay. Say Aristo, say we are quiet, and all the way free a buyer. John Mensa organized the MPP Cote d'Ivoire branch. All the diaspora 31st January 2026, I beg, vote for Dr. Abia because Dr. Abia is a good leader for 2028. It is possible to win. Good evening. Though I'm not a delegate, but I wish they vote for a new person like Kennedy Japan. For him, many Ghanaians may have confidence that he can change Ghana for better. Greetings to all my guys at Kwabra, Krakrum, Doma West. All right. Teacher Eric, aka Ubia here, Sika from Manso Watreso. KOFI, good evening. At the long run, the battle has almost ended. MPP delegates, please don't forget to vote massively for Dr. Baumia. He is the right choice for all. Okay. Yao Lincoln from Dollar Man Paps, Lake Road, Kumasi, President J.M. Twaso, Abampapanie. My greetings, Honorable Hamidu, Bosomchi DC, and Abbas Nuruddin, incoming National Communications Officer for the NDC. Good evening, Mr. Host. My vote is for Dr. Baumia Alesusu from Bokanche. From Almighty Crocodile inside Asante Achimago, nothing can change Dr. Baumia's victory. It's because of Honorable Kennedy Japan's defiant behavior. Dr. Brian will even get more votes than him. I agree, Chairman Adwenkyere Kuka. All right. Good evening, WOFA, and to your panelists. WOFA, the members of the MPP should note that it's only God that nominates a leader. So those who say they want Party A or Party B to lead the party should stop that and allow the system to work. That's my humble advice to them. Father SK from Kenya say in Kumasi. Okay, good evening, WOFA. The most annoying candidate among the 5 aspirants is Dr. Baumia. He was part of the mess of Nanado's administration. When MPP lost election, he was shifting blame on Nanado alone as a person. Okay. Good evening, WOFA. I'm Solomon Jagri from Kunsu. All the MPP aspirants are not strong enough to compete the NDC. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is performing wonderfully well, and Ghanaians are very well okay with the NDC. The MPP is 38.2% in 2024 election. It's a true reflection of their performance in 8 years in governance. Master Planner Junior from Kintampo. My brother's analysis is self-defeating. He's arguing that Dr. Baumia should have increased President Nado's votes in 2024. He has forgotten that President Nado himself couldn't increase his votes in 2020 as compared to 2017. His analysis is a non-starter. President Nado's 2008 couldn't increase President Kufuor's votes of 2004. He should go back to his drawing board and come again. Dr. Baumia, Allah deserves another chance, like we did for Kufuor and Nado. Vote number 3 on the ballot paper, Master Planner, Policy Analyst from Kintampo. What I do we and so a buyer. Right, my main for Insia. Na memory fee na Brennan T. Yemetwas second segment. Uti minority for no press conference on me say abey a son home running so ayade. Nimum almost share palm year to I me from the Ghana coy dead to live with Yaya. Yesika na kai the shall see into ye bino and no enama sabri a hotel swab. But your friend you may know me dijuma the hurry tossum you know a Dr. Simon Boati lecturer or Amstead or a MPP assistant secretary to Atuma Wabiya North or J Nebia Esato. Okay, so producer will amend the records, right? And then Hussein Ibrahim, as your spokesperson for the Ashanti Regional Minister, speaking for the NDC, and also Elha. Doctor, however, now here they I made their chain.
You see a few January operations operations.
Yeah.
MPP for the Ghana for Mina is and at this material moment, we are at crossroads. And the rest of the party delegate, I'm sure Dr. Brian Champion. I always say, he is the combination of Dr. Baumia and Dr. Honorable Kennedy Japan. Open Yuma, Dr. Brian Champion will be seen 5 aspirants.
You get your time.
And I think that mon share baby now they watch Dr. Brian Champo enemy hostino Achumanga Beja as in a campaign lead.
Okay.
Our constituencies.
All right.
Into me hostino na come. Into delegate mobile da massive brain.
That's it. What's it?
Over.
Apishapa.
I think committee offer.
Now here dey.
Offer touch mother bo jom na mo jari dey frusani di yeni hwe kan Nyankopon e beda na se se wa ma adepachi en ama ya bedru impempen so yi na meda wasen so na ma chia na ma bom oba so fo dwuma di sonko am ye e de ma Ghana nyina titiru asanteman na tiefo eni ahwefo a ma gibra mo hwe Kessben anwubre ma chia won nyina me de nchia nso emu hwam efri Dr. Frank Amwako hene aso ye edema asanteman nyina de bia meka asem we mesi yenkoti adurom bra no eno ane ahahan ye prayer ye abato asem nyina ye impuntuo ne nkoso a asanteman ene Ghana man nyina benya ene ntini die nti ayeto aba nti o hwe ye ba ye me ne wo kase oba asanteman temu asisi ya ofa 100 about ofa wache ohun akwan a ekoso ho no bridge a omoye akupi Santas runabout ufi Santas runabout to ko be kwa runabout in fact mitie ma medwem form man bi o ma so camera si o mani mo kasa se o mo dairo John Mahama ase oba ye kwan no wanja kwan na o ye kwan ne kama e de ama asanteman ti se wo hwe nneema e komopa e wo kra de na am Robert Square mi ko gina ho na o ma gina ka ejiji nkofo nneema hwe ende adwuma ekoso won kakra esumu nso so aja yegusu aye hu adwuma ende ya me no ga say regional minister enra o chọ bi to Facebook wo hwe from China Mall to Kumasi Mall ho stretch no so nyina wo se na esumu nko a ende ya fix street light ho nyina wo ba ke mechi hanum se so a me boye wura zuba aba so ya fix street light ho no nyina wo free Awonaga junction so ekọ odium kwan no so ekọ nyina so yegusu aye breman so yegusu aye fixe enti yebo Dr. Frank Amwako na baso ni adanase se Jaira John Dramani mama de ne ba odwuna santema ho a obo ma santema puntu ne nkoso so bibi ekoso ye of I think say ye wo Hamatan season and oja hihye astarte enti eja mebo ho dawuru a kire me maame ne menuanom mpapanom obi bia wo fie bia no at least enima bi wo ma minim say fire for no a start sensitization exercise or mo ye de boa chechire nso so ombe ye de aboa ye but yan kasa nso so no e wo say so ye hwe ho susu yi niema a ekoso a ye hwe ye betimi ama oja atofie bia no ye hwe na ye mbɔ ho ban on say asafo market and the regional minister eko honom in fact me we na me ra ho yi mesre maame no so mo honom eniema ayehwe ayeye a ede oja hihye beba no so no time aye we die ejanya to bebi kitu abi ofa bibi ebekwa kodru no enye easy so flying so oja hihye course honom in fact eniema I was say you try your best na fire extinguishers so fa mo say wuhia pa o wonim say asem to menra enra asem to menra na me obabi na mo frame ka kire me say baby eja to baby kakra the boy ni say na fire extinguisher e wo ho. You see, I look at the mini light because of science incident. Fire extinguisher no want to quickly. Omutimi do muno.
Okay.
But lights no cry. Feel on baby ye ehun adwuma. Nti yesre who ni bi so I try best. Ni nyina ye mpi. Ni embo ye ho ban so. Ma once original minister starting so a all church onemadugu ni Facebook se na be ayi nyina so ye be disu na aboa. E na fire phone so starting. Nti ye nyina ye kan bom na ye die ni niema ye nyina ye pe no. Yensa ebeka abom.
Right, but I say my mission say through so near minority press conference or ye. I must say a buy no castle buy or ya dear dollar back form inflation back form. Nina debt relief. Say on quay a cano. Yen to yan and menimu ya. Now fe IMF from Koy share paddy the free whole banner. And no and na IMF for crackers so 2025 Ghana no makuyi nti mamonye ho ensabrane. What can I say?
Ofa, you see, MPP as a political party.
5 minutes. You need 5 minutes.
So we entron that namrama if politics more. MPP as a political party ain't mean ya be engine our Ghana hanim say. Of how can say MPP for it me abra ye ka say $30 so. Okay. Dollar swab form fuel ya fuel so. So what you say MPP for better no more kan. Omo say artificial me boa. Omo say aban ni nya hwe. E na ama dollar na ye dey. Eso ate aban ni nya hwe. E na ama fuel no so ye dey ate. But for say see ya me no ka say. O sa be hu say MPP ni ba better na hanim say. Aka kire Ghana fo nyina say e ya large Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia gold for reserve. O fa say okay. Ene na abo ama dollar no so ye dey ate. And you see, sometimes what this argument now, no be some say, Obi I will say, and this by a nyashe, Obi I will say artificial. And a large Bawumia dena, a large Bawumia dena bamana be artificial and answer day. You ask yourself that question. No one say some no mukano, and you would rather same. Offer IMF there. This is not the first time I acquire IMF. Offer answer in this year 2016. See acquire IMF.
Yeah.
Offer sika saying ye just sika to mudi ma omba e ombe yusu sika no. But for omo buy no, we share projections are yedi ma omo a say ombenya no 2017 equal na same projection no munya 2017 sa no munya e of am boa MPP every abamu make economic growth crampo no ye ka kire omo so mbe grow by 8% of man grow MPP an grow because near the niema pagu akwamu oil fields ye dey buy okay Jubilee fields Sankofa intent yedi ba ebe boama production no course nti economic growth in the prediction e course e 2017 budget statement and economic policy which I give page 34 ko ni nyina ye niam ye hihye de to o mamsem ba binya ofa omu fra ba mu omu budget a omu dijaye en niam MPP forecast say ye benya ni nyina no inflation ofa omu ka say ye benya sen inflation omu ka say ye benya sen NDC e ba ye inflation omu ka say by the end of 2024 inflation beba by 18-20%. By ne inflation that's saying 5.4%. Ema IMF for crowd transfer say hey na NDC for ye ro John Mahame okonya ye ro economics ne samigonomics wa hifa okonya eye akuku da momu nim finance mu efiri hifa na baaye enti omu projection na omu de baaye no ofa ye du ho ya bo atete hokora afiri honom ama na me ne ka say MPP ni ntimi nka eye inflation wa sembi ofa dollar on turn of MPP for catch and say you are miracles aboaje o catch and say NDC ye ba mu a enka dollar e be ko be 25 cedis of me boa offer so UTB and mu projection is enka be ko 25 cedis and the dollar so at about 10 cedis and the businessman now no adum he ya no say o pe $10,000 dey akwa monani akwa fa niam ba o hear about 100,000 which is 1 billion old cities by and the MPP. So here same $10,000 now. Or here bear 1.5 billion old cities and now 1.6 billion old cities. And to what you save 50,000 offer fuel bo. Me a friend is saying Brian. They be me say Brian. Me who Brian? Me Simon. Oh me can Brian as what you say. Brian Padima pa no. Me Simon. There be a men can one say menne ya titi fuel so kama ofa me ba me tobi ansa na me ba me nua ba minim so e dey on so afele ne car no oba because o sha ofa yete so 5 cedis later be otimi save 5 cedis so ofa auto 4 liters ha what save nye 20 cedis what save ofa enti o keka sa ne mewe nyina bom a ahun ha ye den aba oman no yemu enti sa okwate se MPP ni be gina baabi na o se ohun hwe adesa chi a o se da bi MPP ye ba ene ma ye no ene de sa ne ma we ba no hwe omo ankasa no ye bia o musi wo mu o se ohun hwe ende de o sa be ka se de wo de ba ye no ene ma sa ne ma ni nyina ba ye de and I think MPP no sa political of how they say be come one sem
okay that's it doctor
me have seen one NDC for mu hia futu na futu no na minority e dey mam no mutia e bebo am over easy economy no enye artificial management someone must be deliberate about certain things e was say wo asaban no uma wani e da ho na you wadwen say me hihye neoma we na yielded this result say minority no ka say NDC for nya hwia e no kro mo nya hwe because we are buying now person odi share we lay foundation a beboa production. But as we speak, offer wo de wo wabin dan na me yonko ba ko di wo konkonsa. Your depth of understanding and your knowledge, apart from this good for oil, a mortgage environment, they should tell us one single policy. I knew this and your money in a buffalo. And so when the minority people are saying, say, Monye name ye IMF na call na nedika, and I always say, so what shall and ye take a decision on my moi. The Biamika say, yam fa history nyashe. But history will give you benefit of hindsight. Now amount knowledge of our passion. A bind be a opposition or call IMF into a bind no beban. Sa IMF Neomano Kushin a unicacra. And it's not peculiar to NDC. You cry MPP for no. Ya bedi so adieda. A break chomua kukonina and MPP for bedi so adie. NDC for this adie. Because as we speak, give us one thing. NDC say abine say my year na me dey boost production. And nunti na ama way akofom ama. You see, as we speak, adie ba kokro mo say benefit here stability about the global market. And as compared to time when na MPP also na COVID ne Russia Ukraine inti internationally nyoma boye de no edu koto ade san say baby awokoto afri no e ho nyoma ne boye de inti na wa import de wakra ne board inti no wo de ba o man yi mu ne bo be din sa and the global market no there is stability emu adwo nyoma fo na eba apart from inti say nyoma we nyina na aka bom ene ne amamo ahoto as we speak, if I'm to ask you, give me one single policy. My ya and unti mufi said your mana is in this year. Who said I don't think so beat me. Am I? Now me catch them. Or when very careful because or memo no motion is so fragile. Emre say bibi boy ka krabi dear you have a Trump we. So onyankopon trade am po kana koma. Let's say the geopolitics now or person will play no other people the omunji omo am say I just say dwane free o my way. Because obiba beshishe your friend is a one factory in your manioma and planting for food and jobs and no ne man ye me see nyina see no ye nya that shock absorbers need to mean the sustaining this economy as we speak sa to rencham ni bi two or mine we are person me catch you say a big green say boom offer let me ask you this question now sa gold for oil your friend is saying gold board here o matia o mo to galam say for gold nunti amagalam say agin sama obi antimi nkan wasama enso ni ade sai wo ha no ekina bi ene gold bo wo hwa ekosoro omudi omure nyina hye gold mu no offer se ekina bi yesi gold bo aba form a office o man we dey no besi because basically I expert analysis omo aye che say omo kokoton gold no ma be jai scan dey gu economy ni mu and so far omo aye say about 10 billion the $10 billion na gu sa economy and the omukwa omunya bo gold ni sunti no and abo let's imagine say yenya yeti ememu natural resources are hudo nyina no any stable price cocoa afi bi wa etimi kosra afi won so how the kokra yento other product gold afi wa etimi kosra afi wa the kwa yento senyame ani ehu afofie na sa afi yesimu and afi ebesimu no wo beko yesi gold now they are selling it at half of what we are selling at today. What happened to this country?
Less than half. Last January 2025. Now gold, cocoa, $11,000 a ton. They say $4,200.
Fantastic. And unti and the cocoa that's go up as. Eti sa wo hye amamu se ya. And unti bisa akuafo mo hwe me no tie omu cocoa da su go apaso sika maya ide betu aban ni nyesika no de atokoko bisa akuafo no wo bietu ma ombe bie no makasa kiro and the same thing na yen de aban we de ne ra hye gold mu no the same thing can happen to gold yentia oil intimacy oil to me ba na aba from oil na ye de ye so no etimi ba na aba from etoda na ekosoro na se wo ho na wo hye amemo se ya wo da ache hoyi
baba se ye ken mo so time no cocoa bo no kosoro pa but the
yede offer you see one significant thing ye betimaka infrastructure roads. People know that in the history of this country Akufo-Addo has done more roads than any other president and it's a fact. You can't hear politics but they are not kwabrea ebrebi atwam no so se kwabrea kwanyen
And nessa me ko me nam dwabin kwan so ana me ko mampo a me fa eje so me be say me traffic na me fa bonwura edamu saa kosi your friend say ntonso ana ayi junction Asromaso junction straight yaguni saa safu to Asromaso yaguguni saa uko baby say kotokyo mu atwemampo no ko fa woni baby kotokyo mu shi udu kwan fifia won sani fa so kura na omuhu ko tawda edi say obi bi say yede yeden ade ye no ene akwan ahodo a wo mantam wu ne hwe wo ha na ya ban adwumani a ye nyina edi adanse significant increase in our salaries. The least Akufo-Addo gave was 10%. At a certain year, 2022 and Yomamu Yedino, Akufo-Addo knowing say Omaimwa Yedino increased government salaries by 53%, and it is there. It's recorded that I will be into watching. Yeah, Papa John Mama Bayano. First, you know my 5% with the easy of me ba me beto to Nyoma Mayamway. Oh yeah, 2026 budget you are 9%. We are buying Jumainia, minimum so dear dance. Akufo-Addo tisono. Da bɛn or ma ba adwuma yi ni bi 9%. Eti ofasa wo bisaya de no no. Nyoma huro etoto ya na ye boa aye friends say one this one factory wo be kasa nya no kre. But me tie boa kwa na minim the state of Kasapreku na gu. Ena ne obi di sika be shemu na obeduru na tracks egu ha ye de fa nyoma. These are the policies any immediate effect. One significant thing offer Ubi some say sikana ye G and koko bo course ready free SHS. There is no single policy. Na free SHS. Me say the next 10 years ye be hu de be see o man. The benefit of free SHS. Uhunu bra akrabia onya free SHS 7 years time me we university no. No be medical doctor no be hu the importance of free SHS. Ube hu free SHS so far so. And this sikano ya anye ni ewo ye num. Akufo-Addo de monumental project ewo my way. And no ne boa my economy na expand. Na say koye ton economy like I always say. Sa ton economy ya more managing na. It is dangerous for this country because we are not rest assured with the prices of this.
All right.
It's a diabe corner ni bobe from no. Or my way the answer be great.
All right. Hussein said you okay. Indeed, gold bo APPIAH pa. Inti omuche said no na air support to economy no. And as these raw materials at here no, said no cocoa bo atiaba for no. And also bet me see ama de my nyina no agency mo. What can you say?
Ofa, you see, they be a make us same way. Say they be away at the crop bako, at the crop. No unya same resource. Na sa resource na we no. Wow. In sequence say obey other things aka maybe other things na be more positive resource offer me nko be am no good board asama on say MPP for the omunya konya good board the one person mo cast be brede fa ho offer MPP akuku damfo ni bimu a say bi period so muni mama mumu e che me ene Dr. Simo yeti hoyi bi ti say ira che mensa bonsu a ne trima bo bew e wo Ghana mamuomu o say Yura John Dramani Mahama, Yura Sami Jemfi Gold Board. Abeboa or mining economy or send Nama Ghana economy as stabilizing. Okokan no sister station, Lawson FM, and I Lawson TV. Ebo MPP ni one TB. Offer Oka Sassam New Year no. And no way no sending na come hende was in the inflation a form ampa Yura Mahama or Bono Homodin. Dollar Eswati or Bono Homodin offer. Gold Nasam na Yakano. Offer MPP for IMF compare saying $3 billion.
Yeah.
Offer except for the report by me kind the year 2022 nkwano. Go smuggling a course so almost annually be $5 billion. It be $3 billion. Ya kiri we nyina because of enkofu kobi almost omufa kwampaso. Person almost smuggle your gold e free Ghana ha e de kwa manone. Say a smuggler Ghana nya revenue be am free mo. By ne gold board by no we tuatua san tokuro no ama wo ye nipa boni ni kura no na wo de wo so de boni ni nyina wo na wo trim kura na wo trade gold a wo trade no consciously because when him say den a ye be chew wo di gold free Ghana ha kwa ma no ne offer sane ma ni nyina na abo ma gold no enne aban se me to gold no me no ka sei ye rasa me jamfi that was 2025 December mu ho e ba bonte say a small scale export nkwano ya exceed even the car say be the benya
we had $10 billion. Offer $10 billion nya Ghana here na eba. $10 billion nya Ghana here na offer eba. Eba be boa economy no. MP before we bring na kasa say gold board ne boa. Na em won say communicators ni be transfer no mo pese mo rubbish gold board offer. What's the gold board? You to talk gold ni the free galamsey yes for ni offer. PMMC. MIF. Bank of Ghana under Dr. Simon. I challenge him say onke bebe no muto mu gold ni free. PMMC, MIF, Bank of Ghana. On chile bebe no muto mu gold ni free. On chile bebe o mu na ese so mu di gold for reserve enya be over 65 years. Ewo Ghana hanim say o mu na so mu di eba no. On chile bebe a o mu di ba o muto mu gold ni free. Again o se policy bi enu John Dramani Mahama di aba ebo ama economy ni. Hey, doctor, you ka policy a policy there. Gold board is it policy or is not a policy? Gold board na me board you know. A policy and a policy. Fiscal discipline is it policy or is not a policy? You see, I don't think you will see a limit to who to send him. Maybe say who because Ghana for no muti and him say you are John Dramani Mahama Cracker says so we an appointee. Now person live ostentatious life and then na abamu. In fact, MPP time we to kan be first class nko. You are Mahama for first class ko wa beto no. The business any etimi edeko. Yewra Mahama so you appointee here. Cut your coat according to your material. Now okoya hu say o budget apetese budget wo sori ana wonum champagne. Ena ne edi nimu. Ena ne edi nimu. Enti niema ye ba ye edi gu akwamu no. Ene na aboa ama we nyina bibia stabilize no ka free senior high school. In fact, under my time free senior high school say here to the extent say ene mo flag bearer ba ko a onu so nemu onu so be flag bearer Canada kumpreko Japan okotena UTV o si free senior high school amose mo de aba e kapa ewo mu no kura ohun bi kura da ama ne driver sika otua pa sana ne driver kura ba akọ school na nya easy ofa enkura nuane on be di kura na e din de ma omo adentra sika ni ho ofa you know that baby no mo nya music free no mo rely on oil pa o oil no krampo NDC ye rakofo so de bia me bona baso won na bo me nya Jubilee Fields and NDC e buy na de sankofa ne tent be so on buy not even one kroma fa me kan ho eno na no mo rely e de fund free senior high school ema ayi be ka kiro mo say me kan say report bi ba from IMF ka kiro mo say sa sika na de mo de fund free senior high school na stable because oil sika it will fluctuate international market price one fluctuate. That should tell you say oil price but for it will affect free senior high school. And then this year buy you know dedicated source of funding at the free senior high school. Mo ka kire say betwam ade na one ka twam no asem. Ye buy ni ahyem nkenya ofa. Me no ka say free senior high school get fund ya on cap get fund. Ama ne infrastructures bebre e school mu. Enkra benya nuane aye di. Buffer stock ye mo musika no mo ton nuane e de ko. Intimisro e ban sa niema na don't go there offer economy ni de enyem na metena ha kan eye MPP for na kasa bi mo ni mama mu oche me ne doctor ayeti we mo kasa Ewura Mahama bono homodin wode hye agu akwamu make kan hye ni bi kire no no kura no ntia se o se mimi ka policies bi kire no no enti offer metimi aka kire o se MPP omo hwe de we niema na se kona omo hu se say be ba power ne party of enye izewu because after be 2060 something more na 2060 something no na me nua owo he 2060 be 68 na me nua owo he offer me ne ba betan no ya kokora what you say na ye di nkomo na me ka chen say na mama na hu say amamuo papa na baaye because so hwe say candidate o mu president offer e be kan wasema na candidate o mu do mo ba offer me kan wasema
and they say we
be offer Ghana offer on say Ghana no data make say o say nyina ka ho asem ne say nipa ne ba enye pipi nkwa no be ruli omo Ghana ye nyina what you say Ghana
that's it donc mami theory ase na ye nkwa enim
say yes ye din komo ne say ya emoa omo nti omo nya ntobose na de ye ka no omo ntie omo 24 hour economy anka yes significant your friend is a policy a be ignite production because it's
significant
no because uhwe intent na e word in mu any description na mo dey ama project na basically no more think about production but so far muntimi nya hu bibia amfanye bibia It is a sa tonaton me koso asiso. Sa tonaton approach ya na mo se mo be ye dia. Ye de can say ehuma mo. Ozen. Killnet. Se tonaton. Se tonaton killnet approaches ya na wo se mo be use dia. Of I dey esu mo kuse. But ye enka wo kra de wo nkyere ne kwan. But wo kra ye nkwan na wo ma be di bi dia wo kyere ne kakra. Enu ti na ye ka no.
That's why.
Senke ye di enka be ye mu yodom. But ye be di kakra nti na ya no semu a ye kyere mo de be bo am. Se mo mfa policies e be igina hwe enka ye enka gold body. Ena komonia brainer of us a refinery ni ade na omo ye no. Omo si omo timesie eno marketally sa atonaton ena sa refinery ni ho ena wato gold no ena wa refining na wasadi we na you see the refinery alone gives employment now where there wusi ukoto na wato to say the president Mbeka che say on Google am say na about 30% of the gold na yeto no if small scale ye nyina enim say sa small scale na ni galam say ni difference than nim
sir
WOFA
you want watching in krata
you see I keep saying because president catch say ebeye endin say unim say ye ka say onko stop galam say for no yes our press conference na president catch say ebeye din say ye be pamom my betina catch say that is the wrong or the least statement that I would ever hear from a leader because obi our register no company ye wo register ni name no registry ni e catch say ye kohwa ye hu the difference between galamsey and small scale mining enti e galamsey emwa that's what the president told us really that is it it is yes of share in media any CSOs no ya tena me no me no discuss this hard way enti of family dey me can say nimdie ni bi ni say omo gold board no we ready omo yi na refinery ni other production unit bi e ka ho e ho na so mo concentrate na so mo beto aton a de ye catch am say ehu na ye kyerem the way I see ye nkwan no if you say ye ma be di bi enko bio na ye ntoaso
right but I say I was for Adwenkyere media na guso a we hear Kessben television ma me hear message kakra na afi ye mra na mfa second segment no emetoaso was ADC government should choose between buying gold from galamsey process and banning galamsey to protect the forest and protecting the population from existential threats. And Chubu is the free Biansa and a buyer. Also, good evening, WOFA. I'm coming listening to live from Yauhima. WOFA, please, speaking of policy, the policy needs to be smart, specific, measurable, accountable, reliable, and time bound. So, please, the policy Mr. Hussein is saying it's not a policy. Thank you. Lauren Mwachi, A.K. Buche from Asinia. Or say the NDC came to power on the back of a promise of cocoa price increase to not less than 6,000. After Nado administration, they have increased same to, but after the Nado administration had increased same to 3,000 cedis in 2024. Barely a year after winning the election, the same NDC, according to grapevine information, is planning to reduce the cocoa price. What a scam! And also at the end, no. Good evening. Our great party MPP will come back strongly after Saturday outcome at Tasifa. The way NDC man is talking about the economic situations in Ghana, he should come to Jurassic Jumasi. The way the maize and beans farmers are crying for non-availability for buyers to buy their farm produce at Tasifa. And so, no. Good evening. Please tell the NDC man that in 2021, the government increased salaries of workers by 4%. You should get this fast right. 4%. Yeah, that's what he says.
No, that's wrong.
Good evening, APPIAH. Please tell the cocoa boss CEO to find a possible way to pay cocoa farmers who sold their cocoa beans to pieces. Say, oh, soja, kochi krum, and what we free a buyer. Okay, good evening. Please, if MPP want to do Ghana good, you should vote for Kennedy Yapon because Excellency the former President Baumia, former Vice President, is going to lose anytime and any day. Right. Good evening, Mr. Host. Bible quotation in Abamu. The Bible knew there will be a party called MPP. That's why Apostle John stated clearly in John 10:10, "The thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy." And Apostle John, own wisdom, knew there will be a president called John Dramani Mahama who bears the same name as him, Apostle John. He will come and take over from the nation records that Ghana must rise up or have life and have it abundantly. Okay, from K. Nsuta, Asukwefi, Dr. Baumia, all the way, come 31st January. Good evening, WOFA, please. I'm a JB Smack from Manso Akwesiso. The road from Anyankwanta to Manso, the contractor is not on site. Please, we are suffering. All right. Your message, baby, you know, PB Nafi. Good evening, WOFA. Tell the NFC man that most workers didn't get their salary, the QNet government. Tell the NDC man Mahama has paid the teachers and nurses arrears. Okay. Good evening. Every people are still sleeping because they don't know what to do or what to say. I'm a fire from Sege Ada and all the way so free a buyer. 2 p.m. from Asante Mampong. The MPP are making the noise, but Ghanaians are not hearing them because of the good governance of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and this will keep the MPP in opposition for long. Aban Papa greeting to Chairman Anakwesi, or guess who still Chairman maintain, and also Eddie, I don't know. Okay, MPP must hold the internal rivalry and rather focus on winning 2028 election from Kwame Anefi, Esubua North, Achimansa District, and also anyway, and so a free a buyer. All right. You can also keep your messages coming. Me kind message we are like I said. You hear final segment, you know. Now yes also. Benji from Infancy Sewa. Greetings to Honorable Wisdom. Say ma MC for Chumango Bia South. My notice should think about themselves because what they are looking or thinking about won't come true. There's no way NDC can dispatch. They are always united under the umbrella. It depends on the good legacy the president will leave behind. Anyone who will come can win. Of Atel Hussein that free SHS, the students eat with meat or eat. Cocoa farmers are crying that there is no money to pay them. What is the 24-hour economic policy? I'm saying is ongoing. LGBTQ bill has not been laid for Parliament by President Mahama to sign. Transportation fares are higher. Electricity and water bills are increased. They are not created employment. If you use $10 billion to stabilize the city, you have done nothing. Delegates, please vote massively for Dr. Baumia Bright from Takwa and so Eddie. I don't know. Okay, so for Kofi, why is the Nkukwan Ketenkete and 24-hour economy? This is NDC for you, AJ Ebuakwa. I think I'm going to Ketenkete, your master say a chill. And I'm boy. Good evening, WOFA. I'm Frank Electrical from Parko Sessit Kumasi. The MPP presidential primary is getting keener and interesting. Other delegates are for Dr. Baumia, and the teaming grassroots as well as most businessmen are for Ken. So which one of them will be the eventual winner come Saturday? Fingers crossed. Greeting to Chukatek World Congregation members from Afrane Electricals. WOFA, hey, I'm watching you live. The best show from Nkoko. Greeting to your panel members from CEO of Big Man Aluminium Ventures, Coco. I don't say so, but advert. Go on, my notice should think about themselves because what they are looking or thinking about won't come to pass. I think you brought this message already, and there's no need to read again. Last one. Good evening, I'm Sita Modest from Brekum, Golden City. MPP will remain in opposition for 400 years. How can you say petroleum 1 liter for 17 cedis is better than petroleum 1 for 9 cedis? This MPP mind confused there. You should go home and rest. Okay. Right. We are from this year. So the establishment of the gold board. And then I can't and then I'm say activities no. I be brain no. And I say I'm saying I'm the baby. And a gold board so baby. Daughter.
Gold board no. And now I'm say activity no. I be brain.
Why?
And I'm coaching
because I heard Honorable Mohammed Amin Anta said na your policy na MPP kra na moya adwen se mo be yes abibisa
na ye nye ni say
okay
but George say hanti nyanto was say me quote president no bra Catholic Bishop Conference enyina the pressure to aban no say wo opposition ka say oba obe call state of emergency, and so we want you to call the state of emergency now. Or friend penifo enyina no see there be ogugalam say na enye because say o mine emu adwo ye gold board na enya gold ito no emu 30 to 40% yenye free sankof no. That is what the president told us.
Okay, say declare state of emergency.
Enye and or see about okanema you about 4 million people enya omanu aduane fio. 4 million people get their livelihood. 4 million people nya omanu aduane fio. Afenzu gold board na yatina eboama yetimi nya gold cotton ebe jai scan gu oman se be ya $1 ne nkosro no. Emu 30% no omo ho ne yeto free. Enu nti no say ye Google am say na enyeye. Enti in a way no the president in a way indirectly projected and protected Galamsey. Opeso catcher was a monye because someone anya gold in ibinto. I remember say President Kweka sa no quizy was in ashe mu say gold na yenya tonu yenya free hin e mududo na yenya free sankofuni ho. That was what the president said. Enti se minority ne or more parliament kasen your friend is saying gold board ne digalamsey nyuma sem no ana nyoma basa ana kosra na ye no kre because president na ankasa ahemukina now offer ye nyina yensu nim nyoma omo MPs top government officials any party top party executives fa galamsey yet your mu na top MP senior MP awotu kwan every junior MP say ya chigalamsey yes bi ewo mikrom ko ukọ ayensu ja yen ko netofa o ne ko ja o enne no yenye feel say ya bo ade we hu darua o radio ni TV so aban ni feel say there is nothing wrong with it. Say o $1 ba for ne se opim for wonum nsuo ne se nsuo no ma oba insate oba anutwa oba asotia ne se $1 beba for ma me abonaba so a ono no wonhwe wo a wo be hu sa wuti krom ha ne barekese ahono no na wunya nsuo nom aban si ono ye de $1 aba fom enu nti no de wobeka bia no $1 aba fom enu nti wunya nsuo nom enu wonfa ho ofa. These are some of the things enne ohun the way galamsey wansam week we mu say nyina nim de asi na enye small terrorist group ene yetete wo man mu an enne if civilians can just attack police vehicles like what they did and we think this is okay. I think say was say ye di bibia to nchen enipa wo ho a edimpa na wo soja na dimpa wo yes na wonya it is a wo kum nipa o ma oman mu aye basabasa o ma this basabasa koi everyday akoso atena oman mu a na o feel say $1 beba 10 cedis ami abo nsema mama wa koko top ne be yiwa $1 na ye je ho enu nti ye say yenso edigalamsey ye say yenso we no obi na send message no ene ebrogu secheduma se ye nya sika nkonkoto all because ye nya single policy bia ignite production enti kwani no ado ebro but ye ntimi nto kwani no ado ni koko edasugu apaso efisa aban ni sika eno an say yaka say $1 about 10 cedis offer. These are the realities. Enti ye dey say minority ni can they are better placed to understand certain things, and I think say minority ma bonti ma can be I mean the sad we ni account wa hadada said that turn economy now they are only mortgaging our environment for their own benefit, and indeed it is happening. And the offer omomo money na hono muntie enema na minority ni kan
right but
no mo se sa omo ni omani mu kakra
all right but that's it say
offer hey MPP. Oh, David. Offer.
Why there?
Offer MPP. In fact, some political party with you. Offer. I say galamsey. NDC buy. Wabonsu. NDC buy. I say obowe no abowe. But offer. What he hand him saying? Offer who have minutes. Offer the opera research ye pa ye. Kessben production team opera research ye. Me ma menim papa mo mutie me enim se asma me kan enokre offer enso bobo di nyine offer essay under aban ben
2012
me pacho please anko bra no I have anko bra here I have anko bra here
ankobra here before and after me wo hanim say 2016 year free abamu ankobra kala nie MPP free abamu ankobra de aba be ye nie ko YouTube na ko search sade we nyina yewura erastos asare donko eye documentaries wo ho edugu ko ne ko hwe and now but na how bo ankobra din say offer unim toxicologist we Dr. Bright Boama or say MPP nsuo na omo say ne Ghana hanim say no omo de galam say say ne Ghana hanim say you are free here cause omo nja galam say ni tunde nja galam say no tu china omo ye no ayera professor from Pombo Atimbe ka kire say galam say headquarters Jubilee House no you are professor from Pombo Atimbe ka kire say your forest be atu no the presidency forest no or say before ansana NDC betimi asesa san so ni nyina no college no e be take 10 to 15 years ansana yaye of asema mekan eye nimdi fo masu ade enim kwan a ye fa so ehwe nsuo me please me kasaba upese me dwane free ho let me hit you hard on that because one akofa ba ye ensuo am send Ghana nyina no ene ye ho adwuma nkakra of an answer videos be bitimi ko gina be also ensuo we need think kakra we are working on it and you say yet honom 9 months ye adwuma 9 months ye adwuma ofa na say me hu video bi anam social media galamsey SB kwa akotake police for as been producer two cry then two to be mo ba ko twere no nkwa galamsey fight the MDC yentuso odo pa galamsey report mbra tese the galamsey report ba mo time iro for the share carpet ase no na hwe say iro jomama de be shen or the be shen cabinet mu kra de be hwe yentese mu e na ofo mu pe galamsey hu classmate MPP for no Unkwa na uko school na graduate here. And was say Ghana nsuo nyina. Ope galamsey hu classmate. Mimi timi nya wadam for galamsey hu because one dwene me hu. Forest reserves are offer. Be the mekan mo kasa fidie so. Edu say ye dua nnua. Na MPP for me person me refer to era Fort Estate for report be ba ye. Ye dua nnua na ye nya MPP. Omo ministers, omo mayor for me kan ye Rasampan. No akwa kodino agi mahogany dua no akwa kodua ade tinye na yesesam dabi yesesam pan so allegedly yeso ono so ni fidie gubusha ebu nnua
oba be ni ho ano se oni fidie
dabi for me dey say me kan of ndua me se kan asem me kan asem a me kan de we setie ne setie na me se kan ye ntina no ye no be yi ye ne de ende enyamia enti ofa ohwe saa bone ya MPP fu adi Ghana we na nda MPP ni se nya no no oka galamsey ho asem de a Ghana for mo de mo hwe omo ofa gold board MPP for in fact they say me you be hallucinating. I don't know whether they are hallucinating. You be hallucination me nim say bia omo hallucinate o say dey one o kasa asem we ya ade che no be kasa asem we na o sa de akikire no ho number 1 gold board eba no gold board na ma galamsey tin kensen wo Ghana ha number 2 mo am finance minister then Dr. Minanta onu so see gold board no na dream po say o person do gold board no so ye den eba ena se see awoto na ebi so asem no
okay
of our see gold board no komo nye ne se se ndc ye no of our time no cheche do o be say gold board
so me fa time no ma next say can be anything
mbe gold board say kan mo na mo ye gold board na mbe kan be
in 1 minute
kan be gold board say in 1 minute
yento free galamsey for no ho
mo to free for
ye better free the licensed small scale companies.
Of I don't know better than say galamsey any small scale mining the same no.
Because it was defined by the president.
No, please.
Say ye field say kopamu omo a galamsey for any small scale miners ni difference ni
the Bank of Ghana but I'm not to free him for.
The licensed small scale miners.
The
licensed one. Bye.
Well, I think you have listened to both sides. Na wetie afenoni na de obi a eka. NDC edi afe e wa bemu. Ekoye ana enkoye. But they still have 2 years 11 months to go. Na minim say ebidru ho no na ehunu so modern boss ni omoye mo mato aso ana say yi wo ma foforo so aba kai se memenda abato no baso nyame ado ayawada e ba be the final analysis yawada e ba the final analysis ayeye hunu e ba be ni aka say this is how the election is going to go and Ebasa, then we look at what will happen on the NDC side. Is it Professor Nana Pukwajmai? Is it Sidon Ketia? Is it Julius Debra? Is it going to be Eriko Poku? Or is it going to be Atokonomics? Womunina so ha. I think you can say NDC DNO. Ebe you butu crache.
MPP elections no. So we are large about me. So we can the compare Japan. So we brand a champion.
Oh my God.
Offer. Me say MPP for the no. So we a large about me. O we brand a champion. We can the compare Japan. 5 no more can remember with because omo the minister so betimi aba. Omo do mo fa sanko 45 ni nyina into ballot so. No NDC for mo to aba mame.
No cry be too.
Offer. Me bo mo from
offer. Omo candidate abobodi no. Emu wen na betima match nipa 5 no, especially Dr. Brian Champo.
Why Brian Champo?
Emu wen.
Opo so beto hotels no.
No.
State houses. Emu
wen.
Before that so beto state house.
All right. I was afọ. Ha na dey dwumadie no sie ote Dr. Simon Boatenka NPP Assistant Secretary Atwanga Beya South or Team Bride. Sarah Sona Hussein Ibrahim Kasama, the Ashanti Regional Minister on ticket of the NDC. Malami Ayana Boban Simiano. Many the Kofi Apenya mi admo chana pa. Any share match dwumadie so. Na said na utie Team Ken almost the no. Or the another candidate weba. Na yetie Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and the other candidates also are Akano. Almost dear omo ewo eka head of the Saturday election. Whoebe memenda emo nunum no nsiano na ehunu de esi yakramu nyina. Bye bye.